So you wanted an offensive coordinator at the University of Wisconsin. And it sounds like, if the reporting Peter Thamel is correct, we are going to be getting an offensive coordinator at Wisconsin. The thing is, it ain't the offensive coordinator you thought it was going to be. We're not going. We're not heading down to grab someone from Tulane. Not going to Atlanta, Georgia Tech. Going to Lawrence, Kansas. Jeff Grimes, a name as someone who has pontificated a bit on potential candidates for the Wisconsin offensive coordinator position. This is very much one that was not on my list. And there's a huge line behind me of other people who've been talking about this on the airwaves. He was not on their list either. Okay. I've done it's about as deep a dive as you can do in a couple hours on this. And here's what I found. I kind of like this. Okay, it's not a splashy hire of some young, exciting, big name like Brendan Marion, who, by the way, I think his offense has like 50 yards in 2.5 quarters tonight so far against Boise. Here nor there, neither here nor there. But this is a smash mouth, hard running, tough, very, very ground-based offense, who also can throw, although 2023 with Jalen Daniels was not a banner year over at Kansas. But this guy can get it done. Okay. Like coordinators, he's had some ups and some downs, but he did have 2 Broyles Award finalists. Okay. Broyles Award is the top assistant in college football, and the finalists are 5 of them. He did that twice. Once at Baylor, once at BYU. And it's not ancient history. That's in the last 5 years. Okay. Now, Kansas fans, if you are a message board person, seem to be pretty happy about this. They don't seem to be having any seller's regrets, so to speak, if in fact this is the choice for Wisconsin. Okay, there's something to that. I'm not going to totally, write that off. But the reality is, if you're getting your vibes, your X's and O's from message boards, you're a lost soul, because that doesn't matter. I've used them. I've looked at them. It's okay. It's a guidepost. But you can't write someone's future as an offensive coordinator at Wisconsin based on what Jayhawk Dad 78754 said. It just doesn't matter. But 2023 wasn't spectacular for this guy. Not spectacular. But other things in recent history have been very good. Okay. So, smash mouth, committed to running, good things. Throwback Wisconsin things, but not so far thrown back. We're running. This is modern football. This guy coaches modern football. He's had very, very good success coaching modern football. Okay, had a real good quarterback at BYU who wasn't so good with the Jets, but he was one of the top quarterbacks that year. Okay. Had a very, very, very good quarterback at Baylor. Got run out at Waco after that, but he had one very good year. That's not a fluke. I don't think back-to-back Broyles Awards is a fluke. Anyway, though, I'm not here to be standing for this guy. Okay, you can feel however you want about it. Here is all I'm going to say. Let the ink dry on this guy's contract, and, as will almost certainly happen, see who the quarterback's coach they're going to hire is, because that, I believe, is as Ryan Herring's very wisely noted earlier today, a good quarterback's coach, along with this particular offensive coordinator, is an important tandem. Very important. This guy is not a quarterback expert, I wouldn't say. He's a good coordinator, though. But you need a good quarterback's coach. That was not an unusual thing for the Badgers back in the day. Okay? So, assuming those 2 things can happen, and of course, yes, you have to land a solid quarterback, maybe even a better than solid quarterback in the portal. But there are a lot of moving parts here. But do not write this off. I just can't, look, I feel like I'm socking myself in the face. This is my own fault for being a denizen of the social medias. But there are so many people, so many Wisconsin fans who have already made the decision that this is at best a blah hire, at worst a horrendous, terrible hire, when they had not heard of this guy before today, and they do a couple little, clicks here and there and see some KU boards and think this is the worst thing because I wanted Brendan Marion. You know, it's the bright shiny object, and this is something that Luke Fickell is hitching his coaching career to. Do you think that perhaps Luke Fickell has done a deep dive and feels a level of comfort with this gentleman for the 2025 Wisconsin Badger offense and beyond in order to make this decision? I do. I do think that there is a huge comfort level, and the person that it matters the most to in the world, literally on the planet, is Luke Fickell. And if he feels good about this, whether it's the first guy on his board, whether it was the second guy on his board, the third guy on his board, it's on his board, and he feels good about this. He feels good about it. He wouldn't have done it if he didn't feel good about it. There's enough candidates out there where this guy wouldn't have been hired if he didn't like him. Okay? So please put your mind at ease. If you are concerned that somehow Wisconsin football is going to fall off the face of the earth and Wisconsin is going to be unsuccessful because they just hired this guy from Kansas, don't sweat it. Give him a chance. Again, early, lot to learn. Get run off the road here by people who don't like this hire. I'm intrigued, and I think it could be a potentially very successful hire. I'm not going to say for sure it will because we don't know that. No one knows it. No one knows if Brendan Marion was going to be a successful hire. Okay, no one knows if Craddock would have been a successful hire on a Tulane. No one knows that. They're sexy names. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You hear a sexy name on boards or in articles, you convince yourself that the sexy name is the guy you got to get, and when you don't get the sexy name, the less sexy name on the board you do get, you've decided you don't like him. Give this a chance. There is a plan. They're going to get a quarterbacks coach. I'm sure of it. And this guy, as I noted at the outset, has been a finalist, a list of five. 5 deep is all you get to go here. 2 times in the last 5 years for the Broyles Award. That doesn't happen to an idiot. Maybe one time someone could luck into it, not twice. Obviously, he is very well regarded in the coaching ranks. Okay. So, Badger fans, it's a Friday. You're probably going to be hearing this on a Saturday. Pop a beer. Have some fried cheese, a bratwurst, a Liney's, and maybe some Culver's. I don't know. It's Saturday. Take a load off. Don't need anything nutritious. The Dawn certainly is not. I have a gigantic goblet of sherry that I'm swilling around my mouth. But give this guy a chance. Give this new guy a chance. He could be great. Certainly going to be smash mouthy. And that should satisfy some of y'all who've been freaking out. Give him a chance. I like it. I'm intrigued. Scary Bros out.